Yo, what up, guys? 5D here to give you some quick news that is going to be starting from Monday all the way to Thursday, this new week that we are going into. And that is going to be an event every single day of the week until Thursday. What am I talking about? You need to summon your shards to participate in this event, and that is a 10x.
Boring.
Yeah, but before you just ignore this video and run away, let me tell you the champions that is going to be available in case these are the champions you actually need so bad. Every day of the week from Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, there will be 2 champions each available for you to pick up. So let's go down the list and see if this is one that you've been looking for so bad that a 10x is what you need to get him. All right, the first champion that is on the list right here on 26, which is a Monday, a big one for my account when I've completed in from the undead faction. Each day is for a faction, each day for a different faction. So the first day on the undead faction, the first champion that you can pick up from 10x on Monday the 26th is going to be the this champion, this defensive based nuka, or I mean not a nuka, in terms of a tank that can keep your allies alive. Necrit the Great, Void Affinity Champion. Of course, you need to pull Void Shards on Monday for you to get this legendary champion. 10 times chance of getting this legendary champion when the event launches. You see it right there in game. So if you're going to be pulling Void Shards on Monday, you're looking for Necrit so bad, Monday is your best chance to get him from shards, especially if you're close to Messi. Those who are close to Messi will benefit the most from this type of events. So that's Necrit the Great. We're not going to go through their skills because we have a lot of champions to show you guys right here that is going to be available. So he's the first one. So let me know in the comments if you're going for any of these 10x champions, if you need them so bad, because they don't happen that often. This type of thing have never really happened in raid, where the entire week is filled with summoning events. Due to the fact that the month is about to end, is that raid trying to do a last minute rush at getting people to actually get shards pulled. Let's see. The next champion is also from the undead faction. Like I said, Monday is dedicated to undead champion, and the next one is one that I do not own, and that is Mashalad. This champion is the king of fear. Whenever I come across him, you just pray that he doesn't place this through fear and on your allies, and then you just can't do anything. It's not just fear, it's through fear, which is crazy debuff that he brings to the battle. He also hits extremely hard. Yes, it's not just a debuffer, he also does a lot of damage. He can also steal your buffs that you have on your allies. So that's Mashalad, awesome champion. Whether you're early game, you're trying to use him in clan boss, or you're end game, you're only using him in PvP. Amazing champion. I hope to obtain him one day and build him for that content. All right, that's the 2 champions available from on Monday 26th, Mashalad and Necrit. Now for Tuesday, which champions can you pick up from the 10x is going to be from the Nightfare faction, and this information was shared on the Raid official Discord for content creators, so I'm bringing it up to you guys so you can decide which day you want to pull your shot. Don't just go crazy on the first day. Let's see if these other champions that are available on the 10x is something you can go for. Of course, this information is not for new players, except you're this close to Messi. Like I said, this is more for endgame players who are looking for specific champions. So from the Nightfare faction, we will be available right here. The first one that you need to pull Void Shards to obtain is going to be Hegemon, the MVP of Arena. Despite all the changes we're seeing happening in the arena with blessings and all that, this champion still stays true to his meta role, and yeah, I still see him being used. I don't know about Platinum Arena, but I know in end level Gold 5 Arena is still found in a lot of defense teams, like either an attack build or a stun build. Crazy Hegemon champion, which has a passive of always going first each round. So he, no matter how fast you are, this champion will take a first turn, and if you're unlucky, he will place that block active skills on your allies. All right, that's Hegemon. The next champion that is going to be available on the 27th, which is going to be a Tuesday, not a Void Affinity champion, but instead this is Walking Tomb Drench, due to his popularity these days in this other content. Is it Sun Devil? Yes, Sun Devil soloing content. He's coming around. This champion was obtainable for free through a fusion, I think, or is it a fragment? But I have him, so I've built him. I've done a champion guide about him. A champion that is totally worth building if you don't have any HP born champion, or if you're struggling with the Hydra, it can also help you right there. I have a champion guide dedicated to him. Check it out on the YouTube channel. So that's Walking Tomb Drench. If you didn't get him during the fusion, this is an opportunity for you to pick him up if you're new. All right, if you're lucky enough to get the legendary during that limited amount of shards that you might pull. All right, the next champion that is available on Wednesday the 28th is going to be from the Demon Spawn faction. Two champions from Demon Spawn. The first one is going to be a void, as usual. They want you to pull your void shards and the ancient shards and the sacred shards. For void shards, the champion that I do not own is a Nitwit. A lot of champions I'm clicking right here that I do not own. Yes, despite playing for that long, this champion does big nukes. I think it's one of his hits does have a block revive, right? Let's see. Destroys max HP, damage inflicted, attacks all enemies, 80% chance of placing. I thought it's one of his. Yes, that's it. It's a passive. Heals this champion by 30% of the max HP each time they kill an enemy. Enemies killed by this champion cannot be revived. So I was looking at it from the A1, A2, and A3 because that's where champions usually have this their block revive, right? But he has it on a passive, which will always happen no matter which skill he uses to kill them, right? Enemies killed by this champion. So it doesn't say enemies killed by this skill. It's not using any of this skill. Any of this skill can block your revive. Crazy champion right here. Also, being void affinity can go against any enemy without being afraid of affinity differences. All right, the next one is gonna be from normal sacred shards or ancient shards. It's going to be not Motuk Makab but Helicat. Helicat from the Demon Spawn faction, also a fusion champion available if you were playing it when he was launched, a champion who everybody rushed to get, and he became the main source of block damage teams before even Demeter came around, and a lot of people now preferred him that could not just possibly get double manita or single manita. People started using him for that content, so he's still very viable in other content. I personally use my Helicat for the this other boss that's I can't remember the name. The Altar of Souls, the Soul Stones. That's where I use him, where he blocks damage for 2 turns, which is what you need for the clan boss. So that's a Demon Spawn faction right here that if you miss the fusion, you can go ahead and get him. A lot of people did the fusion, endgame players, a lot of them did the fusion, so they might need to live out on this one. At the end, I'll rate the 4. If you're a spender in raid and you want to get any of this champion, which one might be the best for you to go for, depending on how useful they are in the game and according to tier list. Also, the next one on the 29th, I finished 28, right? Yes, Helicat and Initway Bloodwind. On the 29th, we have the Dark Elves faction coming around, and from the Dark Elves, which a lot of champions I do not own. Damn, it's not a Xavier, don't worry. The Dark Elves is going to feature a Blind Seer, a champion that has revive on a 2-turn cooldown. It's crazy, right? Is this one right? No, it's this one. Where is it? Am I confusing her for somebody else who does revive? I thought she brings a revive. Then places shield buff on all allies for 2 turns. I thought she brings a revive. 50% chance of decreasing turn meter. This is it. Why is it showing on a 6-turn cooldown? Revives all dead allies. 35% chance of placing block damage buff on all allies except this champion for 1 turn. I thought she does it like a 2-turn revive. For some reason, whenever I see her in the arena, it feels like whenever she revives somebody, kill them, she just does it again. So I thought this revive was on a 2-turn cooldown. I've been thinking wrong about Blind Seer all this time. But it's a void affinity champion, not a damage dealer. But she does have this skill that will need to it doesn't even hit. This skill also doesn't hit. Damn, that's weird. Attacks 3 times at random. Damn. Blind Seer, if this is one that a lot of people would not want to go for because she's not that special. Most people prefer an arbiter over her in their content also. Now, after Blind Seer, the next one that is available for Dark Elves faction on the 29th is going to be Noct the Paralyzer, right? Noct. He's kind of new to raid and I don't yet know his kit, but it seems like he's going to be very useful for that new content that is going to be coming up, the faction war that is coming up. But it's from the Dark Elves, but he does have their style though. It's not from the Sylvan Workshop. It does look like it should be from the Sylvan Workshop, watchers do, but he's not. This is the Dark Elf faction champion. I don't want to go through his skills. I just want to give you this news. If you know this champion and you're crazy about him, go ahead and obtain him. On Friday the 29th, he will be available to pick up with Blind Slayer from Void Shards and Paralyzer, Nox the Paralyzer from Ancient Shards and Sacred Shards if you're pulling shards on that day. Now it's time for me to rate all of them. Monday, Necrit and Mashalad from the Undead. Tuesday, Hegemon and Walking Tomb Drench from the Night Rev. Wednesday, 28th, that's going to be Initwe, Blood Twin, Demon, Spawn Faction and Helicat. And Friday, Blind Seer and Nox the Paralyzer. I think Monday is going to be the craziest because Necrit or Tuesday, Hegemon, depending on what you need for your account in raid, that will determine whether you want to pull on Monday or Tuesday. So those two will be the contending. As for Wednesday and Thursday, I don't see anybody pulling their shots on that day for this 10x or week round 10x. But Monday is looking nice. Even if you don't want martial art, at least you want a Necrit. And then Tuesday, even if you don't want Walking Tomb Drench, at least you'd want an Hegemon. So save your void shots for either Monday or Tuesday, depending on the champions you want, and those will be the day to go for. Remember, this is not for newer players coming into raid. 10x chances, 10x pulls like this, it does not increase your chances of getting legendaries. So if you head over right here, today Sunday it's 0.5. On Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, and Thursday, and Friday, not Thursday too, it will also still be a 0.5. It doesn't increase your chances of getting legendaries. And then for the Sacred Shards, it's going to be a 6%. It doesn't increase your chances of getting legendaries also. So that's something to note right here, that it does not increase your chances if you're going to be pulling shards. You might get your first legendary, second legendary, third legendary, and it's not even any of them that is advertised. So for those going for it, you usually need to pull like 4 or 5 legendaries to get the one that is advertised, because 10x is still a scam. All right, that's all the news I have for you guys right now. So let me know in the comments which of these champions you'll be pulling your shards for, or you'll be totally skipping out on it. Like a free-to-play player like me will do, 10x is not for me. And guess what? I don't know why all this is happening, but on Friday, being the 30th of June, there's a 2x on Ancient Shards coming up. So whatever you're doing during this week, either you're pulling Void Shards or you're pulling Sacred Shards, save all your Ancient Shards for a 2x weekend. Except you don't care about 2x anymore, then go ahead. But if you're new to raid, 2x weekend is on Friday. That's why there's no 10x on that day, right? They didn't add any event that day. So make sure you save all your shards for that 2x ancient if you're new to raid, and that's the best time to pull. Remember, 30th of June is the day to pull your ancient shards. People can go crazy with their void shards and sacred shards during the week for those two champions advertised each day of the week. I don't know what this event will be all about in terms of other things they might add to it, why it's special, other announcement that will be made along with it, but I don't know why it's coming up, but it has never been done for 10x events coming up in a week, right? Crazy, man. You guys give me your comments below, let me know your thoughts on this. Yeah, if you'll be pulling for any of these ones, or if you are totally skipping out on 10x because it's a scam. Later, guys.